Conspiracy theories, eh? Wait till you get a load of this. Hello, and welcome to Crack Sisters Conspiracies. We're a podcast that covers conspiracy theories, mysteries, and all over spooky shit. My name is Cassandra.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are said sisters.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we just got back from the beach like 10 minutes ago. I have sand in every orifice, nook, and cranny.
That's disgusting.
It really is. I'm in desperate need of a shower. I don't know what compelled me to just sit my ass on the beach and let the waves wash over me.
Yeah.
Not fully, but it just every time sand up the ass. So.
Interesting. What beach did you go to?
We went to Harbor Cove Beach, the one that we went to with you, Vickery, Mom, and Dad, and you were having the worst time ever.
Yes, I remember.
It was a gorgeous, perfect beach day. I had to work until 11, and then I just took Grayson to work with me, and then off to the beach we went. And even though I put sunscreen on, I am burned. I put it on so many times. I think sunscreen is a scam.
It can be. It depends on what type you use. I know I was just at the lake 2 days ago, and I reapplied sunscreen so many times, but my back still got sunburnt.
Yeah, I try. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, what's new with you?
Nothing. Danny and Sam were visiting. Danny, my old partner, and his wife.
Yeah, that's right.
That was fun. I took him to San Francisco. We did all the touristy stuff there. We went to Lake Berryessa. They got to see Alex for 10 minutes because he was stuck on a work trip. Anytime I have something planned, work has other plans for him. So I haven't seen him in a while. I think he'll be home tonight. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
We're going to the lake tomorrow because tomorrow is 4th of July.
It is.
So he has that day off. So we're going to go to the lake and just day drink, and it should be fun.
That sounds like a blast. Yes, tomorrow is 4th of July. I forgot.
You guys have any plans for 4th of July?
We're probably going to go to the fireworks, at the field. Do that in the evening. Probably just going to cook on Saturday and day drink on Saturday.
Good plan.
Then recover on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. A house blew up and caught on fire down the street because of fireworks. Don't play with fireworks.
Allegedly. I still think it's a meth lab.
But yeah, some dude died, so...
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I saw no evidence of said occurrence on my way home today, but I would have thought that, there would be something. I still need to drive by, but...
Whatever.
Anyway. But yeah, we had initially planned, we were very aggressively trying to get things recorded when we were in Monterey, and that didn't work out at all.
No.
And so I've had these notes since Monterey in crayon while in Monterey.
In crayon?
In crayon.
Okay.
Blue.
Oh,
You can't see it, but I wrote a note to myself because I was going to bring up a story, and it says, rug shit vacuum squirrel story.
I have been waiting for the story about the rug since you said, I can't tell you that, in Monterey. So I'm actually very excited for this.
Okay. I don't know why I said squirrel because it should be lizard. But anyway, one day, Grayson and we were running home on our way to football practice, and we had to stop off and get something. And it was I didn't even take my sunglasses off, just run in the house. You go that way, I go this way. Mm-hmm. We walk in, I'm like, it smells like shit in here. And with my glasses, everything is so dark that I didn't really see anything.
Yeah.
And this was we had the shaggy dark gray rug.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what's happening. And so we finished running, and Grayson's like, there's a pile of poo right there. And it was all up in the rug. So I yeeted out the house and washed my hands, and we run away. And I let Evan know. I'm like, hey, can you pick up some rug cleaner or something? We ended up getting home before he did. And so I take off my sunglasses and put normal glasses on to assess the situation. So even though I picked up this giant pile of shit, I didn't realize that multiple piles of shit had been picked up by our robot vacuum and spread across the rug, spread up and down the hall, into my bedroom, by the front door. I know you had a similar experience.
I did.
And so I had to hunt down the vacuum, and it was just caked in shit. So into the trash that went.
Yeah.
And then
To
Evan
be fair,
came.
I did try to clean it, but there was no saving it.
Well, and so once I saw the damage, I'm like, maybe. And then Evan came home and he saw it. He's like, there's no fucking way I'm even trying. Let's just call it a day.
Yeah.
And so he goes to pull out the rug, another fucking rug, because we can't get away from rugs on this podcast.
Oh my God, I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
And so he's rolling it up to go throw it away in the trash. And as he pulls it back, underneath this rug was the petrified remains of a lizard that probably the summer before had crawled into the house, under the couch, and managed to suffocate under our rug.
And it looks like somebody stomped on it.
It was jerky.
I'll insert a picture.
You will. Yes,
of
we're
this poor
talking
little
about the lizard.
Oh my goodness.
Grayson was horrified.
My question though, circling back to the Roomba filled with shit, did your child not notice? Because I know you had sunglasses on, but she ran to her bedroom, which is through half of the house. Did she not notice that there was just shit everywhere?
No, because the hallway is really dark and we have dark wood floors. And it just was a perfect shit camouflage. Like,
oh my.
Yeah, so we have since replaced the rug. But yeah, so anyway, that was my story.
That's something.
It was something. Everyone needs a little, spice in their life now and again. I prefer different spices, but
I did want to mention, because this will be released on Tuesday, this episode. And so for book club, because we kind of took a month off for the most part. So for July's book club, it's going to be, Butcher and Blackbird?
Butcher and Blackbird.
Yeah, so if you guys wanted to join our book club, go ahead and pick that up and read it for July.
Yeah. Okay, my inspiration for the topic this week, because I made this weeks and weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were initially planning to go to Florida for football because they had qualified. Other parents kind of dropped the ball. Next thing you know, we're not going. So we'll try again next year.
Okay.
But going to Florida inspired my topic. So I decided to do it on the concept of Florida man. Have you heard of this before?
I have. It used to come up in briefing a lot because there would just be some ridiculous headline. Leading to something officer involved. And we always knew you didn't even need to say Florida man, because you just knew based on the words that preface that this was something having to do with Florida. But yes. I'm aware of the concept.
Okay. So yeah, the character of Florida man has become a modern myth. It's a meme, and it is a cultural phenomenon rooted in real life headlines that are so bizarre, absurd, or chaotic that they defy logic and are just like bananas off the wall.
Yes.
So Florida man is not one person per se,
yeah,
but a collective internet persona created from seemingly countless news articles about weird or criminal behavior committed by men and occasionally women, but predominantly men in Florida. So the whole Florida man meme began around 2013 when Twitter, I refuse to call it X, when Twitter and Reddit threads started collecting strange headlines beginning with Florida man.
Okay.
Stories were generally from local news outlets, and they featured a bizarre mix of criminality, mental instability, copious amounts of drug use.
Yes.
It's Florida. Lots of nudity and reptilian encounters.
Ooh.
So the pattern was so consistent that Florida man started to be treated like a singular, chaotic, superhuman being. And it became really like a mythological figure who surfaces daily with increasingly ridiculous antics.
Okay.
So what makes Florida special compared to any of the other states? Like, why is it not Virginia man consistently? All the other locales across the country, everywhere has its weird places with its weird ass citizens, and they're doing local reporting. But Florida is like way extra when it comes to that. And one of the main reasons Florida man caught on versus any other state is the fact that Florida has what are called broad sunshine laws. And they're essentially the public record laws that make arrest reports, 911 calls, body cam footage, and mugshots more rapidly and easily available to journalists.
Okay.
So because of this, there's greater coverage of the local incidents, providing more detail in the reports, which then catches on a lot more quickly, especially online, because the headlines are so absolutely ridiculous. And then there are a ton of TV stations and newspapers in that local Florida area that are vying for attention. So the more clickbaity and bonkers the title is, the better. they're written specifically to be attention grabbing and also
And
just
they
to
are, so
highlight.
they're doing a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, really. And so another reason so many Florida events are circulating is due to the climate and culture of this state.
I say it's the
So
fucking heat and the humidity, man.
the heat and the humidity sound awful. I don't like either of those things, especially combined. So
Yeah, they're disgusting.
I feel like I dodged a bullet not going to Florida in the summer.
100%.
And so I hear trying in like February is better.
Much better. Yes. Smarter plan.
Yeah. Florida. Florida is predominantly a mix of transients, which is not uncommon in lots of places. Retirees, so all the snowbirds going to live there, tourists, and it gets really hot and really humid, as you stated. Yeah. So all of those things can contribute to impulsive behavior of these wackadoodle people. There's also much higher levels of drug use reported in the state of Florida than in lots of other states in the country. So.
Yeah, it's just an overall terrible state. If you're from Florida, I hope you take full offense because your state sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of what I hear. Not to say that we as Californians are any better, especially those
not
in
at all. But the weather's better. The
weather is better. There are a lot of things to love about California, but we have a high transient and homeless population, especially along like the coastal regions. And LA, everyone knows, is just a mystery any day. You never know whose naked body parts you're going to see or who's going to yell what at you. Miss White, your noodles are ready.
I was just going to say that. I need to make a meme of that guy.
Yeah, Florida in and of itself just seems to be a collective hotbed for crazy people.
Definitely.
So after a while, the concept of Florida Man started catching on in more mainstream ways and not just online. So it became bigger than it originally was. Mm-hmm. Florida Man was being brought up on late night television shows, in stand-up comedy, on TV shows like Atlanta. Have you ever watched that show?
It's called Atlanta?
It's called Atlanta. It was on FX. Donald Glover. It's fantastic. It's so good.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's over now, but if you wanted something interesting to watch, that's a good one.
Okay.
The Daily Show and other media types. So it was becoming like a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
For funsies, you can even go to Google and you can search for Florida Man plus your birthday in order to find who your alter ego is.
Okay.
So
did you do this for us?
I'm going to do this right now.
Okay.
Florida Man plus my birthday. So we'll do September 25th. Let's see what comes up. Florida Man indicted for failure to pay child support. Florida Man called for help from 911 after his PlayStation stopped working. Florida Man sentenced in egg smuggling case.
That one's you.
That's me. Let's do June 3rd. You got Florida Man charged with mailing a white powder letter.
Anthrax.
Florida Man arrested for pointing gun at woman's head after her friend used his driveway.
100%. Valid.
What's this one? Florida Man convicted of posing as flight attendant to score more than 100 free flights.
I'm really digging my Florida people.
The cost of travel is very high, so I like that one.
Anyway.
So I decided for fun, beyond, the more tailored headlines, that I would give you a rundown of some of the ones that really drive the point home that I thought were hilarious. So sit back as I regale you with all of these headlines.
Okay.
Florida Man tries to run to Bermuda in an inflatable bubble again.
Oh, again.
Again. Florida Man arrested for practicing karate on swans at park.
Valid.
Big birds are so fucking mean.
They are. They're terrifying. You have the right to defend yourself, okay?
That's true. Florida Man busted for drugs after getting trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days.
I think I can guess what drug he may have been using.
I got myself trapped in my car because I put my seatbelt on and then I put my clutch over my seatbelt. But accidents happen. I get it. But I also feel like if you're super high, that's just really going to work against you. Florida Man tries to rob GameStop wearing transparent bag on his head.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like Florida Man throws alligator through drive-thru window.
Like a baby alligator?
I'm assuming, unless he's like some Hulk man who can lift a whole ass alligator.
Or, like, as if people who work at fast food restaurants don't have it hard enough, man. Now you're going to throw alligators at their head?
Yeah, and like, what about alligator rights? Okay, like, no one,
Sure.
no
Aren't
one
they
asked
technically considered
through.
an invasive species there or no?
They might be. I don't know. Alligator
So-
Alcatraz is a thing. They're gonna like start feeding criminals to alligators.
That'd be cool. That might be like a good option to choose for like a death penalty case.
Oh my god. Florida man gets head stuck in alligator mouth during selfie attempt.
I thought you were going to say sex.
Oh no.
Like,
I don't think I have any bestiality ones on here. I hope not. Florida man steals neighbor's peacock, gets chased by angry bird gang.
Yeah, leave the birds alone, man.
I remember this one, and you might too. It was like a really big story when it came out. Florida man on bath salts bites off neighbor's face.
Yes. And then I had to explain to so many people that it was not bath salts that you buy and put into your bathtub. It is meth. It's a version of meth. The people are like, no, it's like you go to Walmart and you buy like a bath bomb. That's what people are eating. I'm like, no, they're fucking not. It's a drug that's called bath salts. It was very frustrating.
I would imagine. I didn't know that, actually.
Yes. I mean, I don't think it's safe to eat shit that you get at the store, but that's not what the person was on. It was a version of meth that was called bath salts.
Got it. Okay, the more you know. Florida man tells police he's half man, half dog after getting shot while barking at cars. Florida man tries to exorcise demons from home with blowtorch.
Also fair.
I get it. Florida man arrested for eating pancakes in the middle of the street.
What crime did this man commit?
I want to know that.
Free him.
I don't know. Florida man tries to trade live alligator for beer. I mean, the barter system was a real thing for a long time.
You just have to find the right clientele.
Yeah, exactly. If everyone's a willing participant, I don't see why that's completely out of the cards. Florida man breaks into jail to hang out with friends.
Oh, he's lonely.
Florida man high on meth fights off 15 police officers while masturbating.
Facts.
Gross.
Been there. Which end? Who knows?
Florida man says syringes pulled from rectum aren't his.
Oh, yeah. That's common.
Gross. Florida man arrested for smuggling 30 pounds of meth inside giant fake buttocks.
Ooh, like a BBL situation?
Maybe. Florida man tries to evade cops by cartwheeling away.
I like it.
I like
ingenuity.
That one too. I feel like if you get enough cartwheels in and if you get enough distance, you should probably just get a pass.
I agree. I want to see what you can do.
Yeah. Florida man attacks mom with corn cob on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Holidays are rough, but I don't feel like anyone should get stabbed during them.
Well, to be fair, corn cobs aren't. Oh, is it the holder or
I think it's the holder
on the cob? Okay.
My assumption would be it's the little pokey bits, but I mean, if it's a cob,
like it was an actual corn of cob.
Like if you tried to beat me with that, ear of corn.
Ear of corn. Woo! Thank you.
If you tried to come at me and beat me with an ear of corn, I would be stunned. I don't know what would happen.
I might just let it happen.
Florida man burns down house trying to scare away vampires.
Was it during the day?
He could have just opened the blinds if it was.
I feel like he jumped to 10 when he should have started at 1.
Yeah, that's the whole crawl, walk, run thing. Don't go straight into it. Florida man calls 911 to report himself drunk driving. That's the most responsible thing.
It is. He's just trying to do his due diligence.
Florida man arrested after twerking during a traffic stop.
Again, I want to know what the crime is there.
I mean, I guess Florida laws are different, but
it must be.
Florida man attacks wife with Bible, thinking she's the Antichrist. It must have been PMS. Florida man tells police he's a time traveler from 2030 and has warnings for Trump.
Oh,
interesting.
I wonder what he got arrested for.
I don't know. Florida man bites police car.
Oh.
The car, not the police officer.
I say also been there, but that's not bad at all. You can bite my car, I guess.
Now a quick word from our sponsor. Do you live in the Bay Area? Are you in need of a CPR class for work or just to gain the knowledge? Well, look no further because CPR Education has you covered. They host public classes every Saturday in Pleasant Hill, ranging from CPR and first aid, BLS for healthcare providers, infant essentials for new and expecting parents, and EMSA-approved courses for licensed childcare providers. Whatever need you have, PR Education has a solution. Go to cpredu.com and use code CRACKED for 20% off any public class. That's CRACKED, and you will get 20% off any class of your choosing. CPR Education, keeping people together.
Florida man denies drinking and driving, says he only drank at stop signs.
Responsibility.
Florida man arrested for impersonating FBI agent while trying to get free fast food.
Yeah.
Is the impersonating an agent like really that big of a deal? If it's
Some
just like
places will give
burgers
law
on the
enforcement
line?
free meals.
Oh.
I want to see what he looked like.
Probably not very convincing.
No, not at all, but just why I want to see it.
Yeah. And lastly, Florida man arrested after telling kids where babies come from while nude at the park.
He's just trying to make sure they have a well-rounded education.
I know, because they're trying to get rid of sex ed at school. So
There you go. You should hire that man to come teach your children.
and he'll just show off his anatomy in the process.
Yeah, he wants to give you a visual when he's explaining.
Good God, he deserves to be arrested for that.
I agree. That was fun.
Yes, I felt like a palate cleanser would be nice because,
Yeah,
my next topic after you or however this works out, I was going to do the Titan submersible.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Nice.
there's a Netflix show or documentary that came out about it. So I'm going to watch that. And
Okay. That's exciting.
What is your next topic going to be?
I'm also going to do a palate cleanser.
Oh,
Something
okay.
a little fun. But I don't know if I want to tell you what it is yet. I think I'm going to let you be surprised.
Okay. Sometimes that's fun. I don't need to know.
You don't.
Okay. Cool. Oh my God, excuse me. That was
Jesus.
disgusting. But anywho, clearly we are always looking for different feedback and suggestions of topics to go over. And if you would like to provide some, feel free to reach out to us on our various social media platforms. We have pretty much all of them. We have good old-fashioned email, cracksuspiciousconspiracies@gmail.com. Just use the Google. You'll find us.
The Cougar.
But with that, I'm going to say stay cracked, y'all.
And have a great day.